Welcome, Aries. This is your monthly focus. I want to say love scope. It's not a love scope. It's a focus. It's a general focus for February 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, thank you. Thank you so much for all the support that you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you so much. Now, let's get to the energy of you. And our main card is the Four of Cups. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to be referring back to more than any other one, the Four of Cups, the gratitude card. So in every area of your life this month, you need to be grateful. I'm going to start right there with the more grateful you are of what you already have in your life, whether it be people, situations, things, yourself, your surroundings, the more wisdom that you are going to be able to pull in, the more understanding you're going to have of, in many ways, how you have a security, a balance around you. In maybe one area of your life, maybe all areas. I see all areas, but everybody's different, and I don't want to, it's a general focus for everybody. So it's being grateful, definitely being grateful, and through being grateful for things, you bring in more to be grateful for. Okay, so think of the child and the parent, and the child demands, pleads, begs for this item. And so the parent wants to make their child happy. So they go out and they purchase that item for them. And the next day it's laying in the corner discarded or broken. And the child comes a couple of weeks later and says, I have to have, oh please, my life will be forever changed. Is the parent going to do it? Probably not, because the last thing they got for them was laying in the corner gathering dust. So they didn't appreciate that gift. Why would they appreciate another? And they need to learn to appreciate the things they already have before more is given to them. And if you think of the laws of the universe, it's the exact same way. You ask for your father, your mother, God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe for things. So are you grateful for the things that you already have present in your life? And it's going to probably be part of the lesson this month for you. And you're going to see where you give gratitude for certain things in your life. It increases, the abundance increases in that area of your life. Our second card is Justice. So you are looking for the harmony, the joy, and the balance in life. You're on the quest for it. You're on the search for it. You know you can bring it all together. You hold that sword in your hand, so you are not afraid this month to cut away what needs to be cut away. What was taking up your time or your energy or your resources. What wasn't helping to move you forward? What was holding you back? What is in your way? What is pulling you down? What is wearing you down? Those are the things you're going to be able to give up quite easily. So if your New Year's resolution didn't work out for you, it's a beautiful month to reset a New Year's resolution of something that you want to change in your life, renewing your life. And it's going to have a lot to do with people this month. Team playing, group atmospheres. Maybe it's home and family. So people play a big part in your life this month. Now, crossing all over all of them is the Knight of Pentacles, and he's brave, first of all, because he doesn't even carry a weapon, but he doesn't feel the need to carry a weapon. So you're not on the defensive this month. You're proactive this month. most definitely in all areas of your life. You know the goal, and you start your steady pace towards that goal. You're not looking over your shoulder here. The horse is almost meandering. I don't know where that word, I can't remember the last time I used meandering. Um, Going at a steady pace. So we're not pushing through energy here. We're not overdoing areas of our life. We're not taking things to the limit. So this month should be, when it comes to finances this month, you'll probably be very frugal with your money. You'll probably, if you're with a partner, you'll probably be even looking at their finances and how you can help them to grow it or spend it in a responsible, mature way. It's like the money stays at home this month. You're not looking at the big expenditures. You're not looking, unless it's something that truly you need in your life. It's not going to be buying the glossy or the shiny. It's going to be buying practical. It's going to be getting a good value for your earnings, your dollars, if that's the currency you use. And yeah, I could see you being definitely, when it comes to finances, you are involved with other people's finances in some way. So I would assume, you're looking at the family budget, or you're helping a business partner, an associate, or maybe a neighbor go over their books, or it's maybe more personal than that even, and you're looking at your partner and saying, oh, if you go here, you'll get it for $20 less. You're watching the smaller mundane parts of life, but you're not extravagant this month. You're not making these big expenditures on things that aren't practical, that don't have value, or doesn't give your life value this month. Now, you're kind of coming from an energy and bringing that into the month of the Queen of Wands. So the diplomat, thinking things through, taking in the information, understanding your objectives, understanding the plan you want to put into place, understanding the decisions you need to make thoroughly. This is where you have been reading the fine print before making decisions. She's also a very creative, imaginative. She uses her head, she uses her mind. She's the silent one. She doesn't ever make a decision until she's got all the information, all the facts. And so you bring that energy into the month with you. So yeah, I can see how you are looking at your finances and pulling it apart and putting it back together to make it better. You're getting more value for your money. There might be more return for your money. You might see where you can put it in a different savings plan or invest your money in some way. Now, the undercurrent for the entire month is the King of Cups. So you are the rock, you are the security, you are looking at your security, you are looking at your balance, you are looking at firm foundations. And the King of Cups is associated with the father of the family. So the one that goes to work and comes home and pays the bills, makes sure there's food on the table and the lights come on and there's a roof over the head. So those are the kind of things you're looking at, and how to make that sustainable and workable in your life. So if anything, you could be paying down debt this month. Bring in security for other loved ones. And the energy, or how you go about this month, is truly beautiful. It's the King of Pentacles. So it is original thought, but traditional grounding. Okay, the crown that we wear is actually a plant growing. So it's the new ideas, it's the new opportunities, it's the new thoughts that come in that are really going to make a difference in your year forward. If you look at things this month, and it's solid and it's practical, it's not taking risks, it's not jumping off ledges, it's getting creative with your thought patterns of how to move forward, of how to create income, of how to create abundance, how to create security and well-being. And we leave February, and as we go into March, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So once again, it's about money, security. Now, this is a new path towards abundance. So all you're thinking on how to bring in balance, how to bring in harmony, what you are grateful for, working as a team with people, as a team player within groups, organizations. That triggers a new path being opened up to you, or something to help you move forward in your path. So this is where the promotion can come in. This is where the raise comes in. This is where you find that new job opportunity. This is where you turn your hobby into an income. This is where somebody decides to back you financially or gives you a gift that is financial in nature, or it adds to your value, it adds to your peace of mind or your time or your energy in some way to help you move forward. It's something to help you move forward. So it's not a new colored TV, and it's not money to buy a new colored TV, because that's not going to help you move forward in any way, unless you rate TV shows for a living or something. And I think you would have a whole different setup. So, or the couch. Well, maybe you do need furniture to, but the TV, it's just something that we like to have so that we can watch shows, that we can be entertained, that we can have downtime. But it doesn't really add value to our lives. And so it wouldn't be something along those lines. It would be something to push you forward. This could also be insurance payouts. This could be court settlements. This could be inheritances coming in. And it doesn't mean that someone is passing, because I said inheritance are coming in. You might have an aunt or an uncle that wants to help you in some way, or a grandparent, or a cousin, or a best friend. And they don't expect to be paid back. They don't want to be paid back. It's a gift to help you move forward in some way. Now, I think other people looking at you are going to see you more of the person that is closing doors behind you and opening up new doors and walking through new doors. So if a bird's eye view of your life this month is people seeing you leave things in the past, move forward into new directions. They notice your confidence. They notice your drive, your ambition. So this could be bosses. That's why the promotion or the raise could show up, right? Because people see you moving forward and wanting to move forward and having that forward direction about yourself. This could be where you join the gym. So you gave up watching the TV, you sold the TV, got the gym membership, and now you're exercising 3 or 5 times a week, or start with 3. Work from there, but it's a step in the new direction. And that's how people are going to be viewing you. They're going to see you as forward moving. So remember, if you're actually doing this forward movement that they see, they also could be feeling like they're neglected in some way, or they're left out, or they're forgotten. So if they're important in your life, this is a beautiful time to make time for them. Okay, and to be very conscious of that. Once again, we go back to the gratitude card, right? Being grateful for the people in our lives. So how do you show them, and how do you tell them that you're grateful for them being part of your life? How you appreciate them, how you love them, how they mean something to you. because I could see you in a forward motion, especially if it's something to do with career, but not necessarily. You could belong to a team and now it's you're practicing a lot more, or you could be in a band, you're practicing a lot more and you're pulled away because of a passion or a dream that you have. And, you know, someone's left at home, or you're not getting together with your friends as much, and you don't have that much time to talk with them and visit. And they could be feeling like the third wheel or being left out of your life. So be aware of that this month. We don't want people feeling like that if we feel the exact opposite. And I think there's a beautiful light around you, a beautiful vibration this month where you are giving of yourself. Now, you also have to be open to receiving. This could be something that you've done in the past and you're getting the rewards for it, and that's why we saw the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe something in the past where you think that nobody appreciated or nobody cared or nobody was paying attention, and yet you kept your integrity and you did a fantastic job, or you did a beautiful favor, or whatever it was. It was noticed, and this is when you see the payoff for it. This is where your acts from before, where you didn't think you got credit, comes into play. But I think there's also a part of you that needs to not just be giving, because I think you can be very giving this month of yourself, but also to be open to receiving this month, to saying thank you, to letting somebody else make supper for a change, or let somebody else pay the bill, or let somebody else stay later at work so you can leave early. Say thank you. That's their way of noticing what you do in the world. And then as we also go into next month, we get more opportunist, I think. You know, we the Page of Pentacles. We look into that pentacle, into that coin, like it is a crystal ball. Like we are going to see our path forward. We're going to see the future. We're going to see how our dreams, our plans come together. Okay, there's a white rose and a red rose on top of that coin. Now, the white rose represents birth, new opportunities, new ways of doing things, new people in our lives, new relationships in our lives, new friendships in our lives. The red is your courage, your belief in yourself. And you know that you're going to need not only your courage, but your belief in yourself, that you need to believe that you can do it before you can expect others to believe it. And I think you do a lot of, when you do the gratitude, and you know, and one way of doing the gratitude is you get a lined piece of paper, especially if you're feeling very downtrodden and you really don't see all that much in your world to feel grateful for. This is a beautiful way of doing it. You get a piece of paper and a blue pen. I don't know why it has to be blue, but more often than not, I hear the blue needs to be used. So we're going to go with blue. And write down one thing that you are grateful for. And it might be just that you have a pillow to put your head on. That could be the only thing you're grateful for, or the only thing that's worth mentioning in your life as far as you see it. Write that down. Day 2, write down a second thing and read both of them. Day 3, write down a third thing and say all 3, and so on and so forth. And what happens, and especially if you do that for the whole, what is February this year, 28 or 29 days? I didn't even look. Oh my goodness, I don't even know if it's a leap year. Let's say 28 for safety. If you do it for the 28 days, if you even do it for half of that, all of a sudden you've got a list of things that you are grateful for in your life. And what that does is it tricks your mind, okay? You can lie to yourself. That's why negative talk to ourselves works so well, because we can lie to ourselves. We can tell ourselves that we're not good enough, and we will believe it. Say it enough times and we will believe it. When you start reading out that gratitude list every day and you've got 28 points that you are grateful for in your life and you are now adding number 29 to it, it's a powerful tool in your life. So, I mean, that is a beautiful way of really opening up the whole gratitude and the giving and the receiving part of it. So that might even be, this card might even be because of the gratitude list that you're going to write for yourself this month. What haven't I covered? You know, I really think that by the end of the month, we have the Eight of Cups and the Moon together. What two beautiful cards, because the Eight of Cups is moving away from things that gave us a sense of security before. So it could be leaving an old job for a new job. It could be leaving the home for the first time. Okay, if you are at the age where you are living at home and you are branching out to move into an apartment with your friends or whatever the case may be, you know, you're leaving that security, but in the hopes of building a better security or a security that you can call your own or one that you know that you've built from the ground up. And that's just one example of the many ways that we can move forward. We could be moving communities. We could be deciding to relocate our whole life. It could be just a job. It could be moving from one group in the community to a new group in the community that you've found, and you find that that is more who you are. They're more like-minded with you, and so you're kind of making the space between the old group and the new group, but they gave you a sense of security when it was needed. And now it's moving into hopefully a new feeling of security and well-being. And it's with the moon, so you are really looking at how it gives you that inner balance, what makes you feel right, what's right for you. It's not so much what everybody else thinks. It's actually all about what you think. You're very strong. You're very dominating to your own goals and your dreams this month. You're very, you know, there's a self-confidence about you. And so you take that with you long term. You take that, it gives you this grounding that you can rely on. You can look inside and say, this makes me feel good. This doesn't make me feel good. So we need to change that up. And, you know, we had the Justice card here at towards the very beginning and using that sword saying, no, that doesn't feel right in my life anymore. I'm moving past that. I'm moving to a new experience. I'm changing that experience. I'm rewriting the rules for that experience. So when it comes to love, I pulled the Queen of Cups for you. So the humanitarian, doing for others, but you also have to do for yourself. Okay, this is about kind gestures. This is about putting out your hand to help another. So when we are looking at love, we need to love ourselves as much as we want other people to love us. It's also probably a very beautiful month for passion, intimacy, romance, that deep love, that deep sense of love. We also have the King of Cups down here. Okay, and he's the underlining energy for the entire month. So I would have to say that relationships that are together are going to become stronger and more beautiful. If you are looking for a new relationship, chances are if you meet somebody this month with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups as your cards, you know, there's a strength, they bring in, maybe you're missing that balance, maybe you're missing that firm foundation. They bring that in, or they help you recognize it in yourself. So I would be getting out there. I'd be putting my flirt on. I would be enjoying meeting people if I were single and I wanted to meet somebody new, because somebody is out there looking for you too. So you need to get out there so they can meet you. Since it has so much to do with work and teammates and groups, and I kept going back to that, it could very well be that you would meet somebody through those kinds of avenues, right? Where you already have this like-minded conversation that you can talk about to break the ice. When I pulled career, we had the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you with a self-confidence about your money. I mean, look at how you're sitting there. You're sitting there with all the self-confidence in the world, and you're holding that well-being, that money in your hand, on your lap. The sky is electrified behind you, so there's an energy about you and money this month. Absolutely. The angel sits next to you. So, you know, you're protected and you're grounded this month when it comes to money. Absolutely. You're very common sense, because the Queen of Pentacles doesn't become the Queen of Pentacles by buying on impulse. She's the planner. She makes sure that it's being spent and being spent for value. And doing an excellent job in the workplace and getting promotions through it. And if you're not, you know, if you're at that dead end job, and it's only called a dead end job because it doesn't meet with your passions, by the way. Because regardless of the job, there's always somebody who loves doing that could do it all day. And if you can't do it all day and you find it a dead end job, that there's really nowhere to go in this company, then you need to get out there and look for that new opportunity or create your own this month, because you have that you have that business sense this month. You have that smarts about money this month. And remember, we had the King of Pentacles as who you really are, and look at this guy. So I mean, we have what, two royalty couples here. We have the Cups and we have the Pentacles. So a beautiful month of February. Too bad this month didn't have 31 days for you, right? You want this kind of energy to last for as long as possible. So it's your new ideas, your new thought patterns. But remember, with the King of Pentacles, I said he's grounded in tradition. He doesn't take risks. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't throw the dice hoping to win. He works diligently towards his goals. So does she. So you have that in you this month. So, I mean, if your budget is something that is a little bit scary to look at times, this is a good month to look at it so it's not that scary going forward. Spirituality, we have the Nine of Pentacles. You know, and this card just goes perfectly with our first card, the Four of Cups, the Gratitude card. Because this is your new day dawning. This is where everything is more beautiful. It's brighter, it's lighter. The things that you have worked for, you have succeeded in. You're ready to go to the next path of your next part of your path. Okay, a lot of it I think can come from doing that gratitude exercise. So I do hope that you do attempt it. It's very easy to do. It's less than maybe 2 to 3 seconds of your time each day. Reading the list might get a little longer. You might be up to 2 minutes by the end of the month. And you'll be amazed at how it transforms you. And it transforms you in a spiritual sense, yes. But I think your spirituality more or less brings in, your spirituality is your gratitude prayer every day. Brings in more goodness, new possibilities, new opportunities, bigger and better, more abundance in your life. And you are very much connected, okay, because the bird lands on your hand, bringing you messages. Health. You know, you're going to feel more vibrant and alive this month. Absolutely, because you burst out of that tower, okay? It's not like the tower is all dim and everything and we see this little ember starting to glow. This one has exploded. Okay, so if you have been feeling rotten, this is the time when you start to feel better. Now, if you are suffering from in an ailment of some sort or a disease of some sort, a diagnosis of some sort. This is where you can come across new treatments for yourself. You do feel better. You do feel more alive. The aches and pains go away this month for you. You feel energized. So this is a good month to research, maybe go back to your doctor with a list of questions, ask, get informed about what they're telling you so that you can have a conversation on their level, because treatments often change when you can talk to the doctor. Trust me, I'm a mom with 2 autistic kids. The treatment changes when you can talk at a professional level about what is troubling you. So I'm talking something that's long term. So get knowledgeable, because new treatments could be available, or things you just feel better. But if you are good in health already, I mean, this is, you just explode. You're energized. There's a vitality about you. There's a light about you this month. So let's pick you an angel card, and then we'll wrap it up. So I think you're going to have a good month. I think it's full of beautiful energy for you. Um, Gratitude, that is probably the biggest one that I came across here. Giving and receiving slightly, being the diplomat. If you're looking at finances, then look at your budget. See where you can save some money. Pay down some debt this month. That Queen of Pentacles, she makes sure the debt is paid down. She's got the books balanced. So this is a good month to get grounded in your finances. Love, I think love is beautiful this month for you. You can have moments of passion. I mean, create date night if you're with somebody, and then get out there and just, whether or not you're with somebody, it's the romantic feeling in the air. It's feeling love. I thought that card was going to flip over, but it didn't. It's still hanging out of the deck. I've got to look. The Page of Gabriel. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. So there you have it. Energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. So you're enjoying life this month. You're feeling alive. You're feeling energized. You're feeling like you're making the right connections. You're having the right communication. You're putting yourself in the right situations because you were thinking it through, that you are grounded. You're not being spontaneous. You're not being risky. I mean, those are the things that you really would have to watch for to bring in a lower energy or a negative energy into your life this month. And our actual angel card is the Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision, overanalyzing a problem and finding a compromise. So, I mean, that's true. I mean, I have a lot of analytical and you going over everything and being the diplomat and whatnot. We can always take everything to the extreme. So it's making a decision once you get all the information and then sticking with that decision, standing grounded. So, I mean, ask yourself, remember the moon card, okay? Does it feel right? Does it make you grounded? It will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem and finding compromises. So it's not always yes and no, right? There's always that big, huge gray area that we have to deal with in life. So renegotiations. So that could be finances, absolutely. If you were looking at your insurance plan or your cable bill or your phone bill, something that you can negotiate. And you are the negotiator this month, so it's a good time to negotiate things for yourself in life, whether it is that new job or that promotion or that raise in pay or that new relationship or making that new relationship or that relationship that you're in better and stronger and better and more beautiful and better and better. So the Two of Michael. Two unicorns coming together. And so I think this is a little bit about the group energy too, where getting involved in groups and team play and whatnot, it just makes your light brighter. It makes you more energized. It makes you stand stronger. It gives you the self-confidence you need. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.